The ocean, vast, untamed, and endlessly mysterious. It has lured adventurers into its depths for centuries, promising riches, discovery, and glory. But what if it also held secrets so profound they could rewrite history? Beneath its shimmering surface lies a world of lost civilizations, vanished explorers, and legendary voyages that blur the line between reality and myth. This is more than just water. It is a living archive of humanity's greatest triumphs and deepest mysteries. In this video, we're setting sail on a journey through 30 astonishing tales of ancient sea voyages and lost explorers. From sunken cities whispered about in ancient texts to ships that disappeared without a trace, each story reveals a fragment of the unknown, woven together by the allure of the open seas. The bravery of those who dared to face the uncharted, the enigma of their sudden vanishing, and the legends that have persisted through time will all unfold before you. So join us as we navigate through history, myth, and mystery, unearthing the secrets that have captivated our imaginations for centuries. What incredible truths and timeless tales might still be waiting to rise from the depths? Let's find out. Now turning to the first of our 30 legends, the story of the USS Cyclops is as perplexing as it is haunting. This massive American naval ship, over 500 feet long, disappeared without a trace in March of 1918. It was carrying over 300 men and a cargo of manganese ore, essential for wartime steel production, on its voyage from Brazil to Baltimore. What makes this disappearance so eerie is that there was no distress signal, no evidence of wreckage, and no solid answers, even after exhaustive searches. The USS Cyclops vanished while passing through the infamous Bermuda Triangle, a region long whispered about for its mysterious and often deadly reputation. This area of the Atlantic, stretching between Bermuda, Miami, and Puerto Rico, has been linked to countless unexplained disappearances of ships and planes throughout history. Theories surrounding the Cyclops range from plausible to utterly fantastical. Some suggest that a structural failure caused by its heavy cargo led to its sudden sinking, while others propose that it fell victim to a powerful rogue wave, an unexpected and massive wall of water capable of swallowing entire vessels. Yet many turn to the more enigmatic possibilities. Could magnetic anomalies in the Bermuda Triangle have disrupted the ship's navigation systems, leaving it hopelessly off course? Or was it perhaps something even stranger, such as extraterrestrial involvement, a bizarre idea fueled by the region's history of unsolved mysteries? Despite the speculation, what keeps this tale alive is the complete lack of evidence. Not a single piece of the USS Cyclops has ever been found, and the fate of its crew remains unknown. It is this void of answers that cements the story of the USS Cyclops as one of the most enduring maritime mysteries, a chilling reminder of how the vast ocean can keep its secrets. With the next phase of our journey in sight, let us dive deeper into another tale of wonder and legend, the fabled city of Atlantis. Moving forward, we arrive at the legendary tale of Atlantis, a name that has echoed through history as one of the most captivating mysteries of the ancient world. First introduced by the Greek philosopher Plato over 2,000 years ago, Atlantis was described as a powerful and advanced island empire that vanished beneath the waves in a single day and night. According to Plato, Atlantis was a utopian civilization blessed with extraordinary wealth, advanced technology, and architectural marvels. Its people were said to possess unparalleled knowledge of the sea, making it a fitting legend for our exploration of ancient maritime lore. But what makes Atlantis so fascinating is its dual identity as both a historical curiosity and a mythical enigma. Was it simply a moral allegory created by Plato, warning against the dangers of hubris and greed, or could it have been based on real events, perhaps referencing a lost civilization that existed long before recorded history? Theories abound about the possible location of this submerged empire, with candidates ranging from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean and even Antarctica. Some hypothesize that Atlantis could have been inspired by the catastrophic eruption of the volcanic island of Thera, now known as Santorini, around 1600 years before the birth of Christ. This eruption devastated the nearby Minoan Civilization on Crete, an advanced maritime culture that some believe closely mirrors Plato's description. Others link Atlantis to the Richat structure in Mauritania, sometimes called the Eye of the Sahara, due to its striking resemblance to the detailed layout Plato provided. Over the centuries, the hunt for Atlantis has captivated explorers, archaeologists, and treasure hunters alike. From the Spanish conquistadors who ventured into the Americas in search of mythical lands to modern underwater explorations using advanced technologies, the search for Atlantis remains a timeless quest. It has inspired countless theories, scientific expeditions, and even fiction, embedding itself deeply into human imagination as a symbol of lost perfection. Whether the legend of Atlantis is rooted in fact or is purely a product of Plato's creativity, its connection to sea voyages and the enduring mysteries of the ocean keeps the story alive. As we venture further into our journey, let us now set our sights on another chapter of maritime history, the lost fleet of Kublai Khan. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we delve into the haunting tale of the lost fleet of Kublai Khan, a mystery shrouded in both historical significance and natural forces beyond comprehension. In the 13th century, Kublai Khan, the powerful Mongol emperor and grandson of the famed Genghis Khan, set his sights on conquering Japan. To achieve this, he assembled one of the largest naval armadas of the medieval world, consisting of thousands of ships and tens of thousands of warriors. Their mission was clear: to establish Mongol dominance over the Japanese islands. However, what unfolded would become one of the most dramatic stories in maritime history. According to historical records, the colossal fleet met its doom not once but twice, struck down by the infamous kamikaze, or divine winds. These violent typhoons are said to have torn through the Mongol ships with devastating force, scattering the invasion armada and sending many vessels to the ocean floor. For Japan, these events were seen as a miraculous act of protection by the gods, a moment that solidified the concept of kamikaze in Japanese cultural identity and history. But for historians and archaeologists, the story does not end here. Centuries later, the search for tangible evidence of Kublai Khan's fleet has unveiled fascinating discoveries. Underwater explorations off the coasts of Japan have uncovered shipwrecks, artifacts, and remnants of the ill-fated armada that help piece together this historical puzzle. These findings give us a glimpse into the sheer scale of the Mongol invasion and the technology of their seafaring vessels, yet mysteries remain. How much of the fleet was truly destroyed by the storms, and how much of its failure can be attributed to logistical challenges, resistance from the Japanese forces, or other unforeseen factors? The legend of the lost fleet of Kublai Khan remains a compelling chapter in the annals of maritime exploration, a tale where human ambition collided with the unpredictable wrath of nature. And as we leave behind the stormy seas of the 13th century, we now navigate toward another maritime enigma, the story of the vanished Minoan civilization. As the sun rises on the next chapter, we delve into the enigma of the vanished Minoan civilization, a society that once thrived on the island of Crete, leaving behind stunning archaeological wonders and unanswered questions. Flourishing during the Bronze Age, the Minoans were among the most advanced civilizations of their time, celebrated for their sophisticated architecture, intricate artwork, and remarkable naval prowess. They dominated Mediterranean trade routes, establishing themselves as a hub of commerce and culture, linking distant lands through maritime exchanges. Their naval technology was so advanced that it played a central role in their prosperity, enabling them to create a network that spread their influence far beyond Crete. Yet, despite their achievements, the Minoan civilization disappeared, shrouding their ultimate fate in mystery. Many historians and scientists believe their downfall may be tied to a catastrophic natural disaster. Around the 16th century BC, the volcanic eruption on the nearby island of Thera, now known as Santorini, unleashed a devastating chain of events. The eruption is thought to be one of the most powerful in recorded history, producing massive tsunamis, ashfall, and environmental devastation that could have crippled Minoan society. The tsunamis likely decimated their coastal settlements and disrupted vital sea trade networks, while the far-reaching ash cloud may have caused agricultural collapse and societal unrest. However, natural disasters alone may not have been the sole cause of the Minoans' disappearance. Some theories suggest that invading forces, such as the Mycenaeans from mainland Greece, might have taken advantage of the weakened society to assert dominance. Others propose that internal societal upheaval or economic decline could have played a role in their fall. Despite their vanishing act, the legacy of the Minoans endures, from the legendary labyrinth of King Minos and the Minotaur myth to the breathtaking palace of Knossos, which continues to reveal secrets about their culture and way of life. Their story remains a testament to the resilience and fragility of human societies in the face of nature's power. And as we navigate away from the ruins of Crete, our journey takes us toward a chilling tale adrift on the Atlantic, a vessel known as the Mary Celeste, shrouded in one of the most haunting mysteries of the sea. Now turning to one of the most unsettling mysteries in maritime history, we focus on the ghost ship Mary Celeste, a name that has continued to evoke intrigue and unease since it was discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean in the year 1872. The brigantine was found by the crew of another vessel, the Dei Gratia, floating eerily with no sign of its captain, passengers, or crew. What made this discovery even more bizarre was the ship's seemingly pristine condition. Its cargo of industrial alcohol remained largely intact. There were no indications of a violent struggle, no signs of piracy, and no discernible reason for the crew to have abandoned the ship. The only significant clue was a single lifeboat that appeared to be missing, along with some of the ship's navigation instruments. This absence led to endless speculation about what might have driven the crew to leave behind a perfectly functional vessel. Numerous theories have emerged over the years, each attempting to explain this spectral enigma. Some suggest a sudden and violent weather event, such as a waterspout or a rogue wave, could have panicked the crew into fleeing. Others propose a possible explosion caused by alcohol fumes as the cargo leaked, though this theory raises questions as to why the ship remained unscathed. Then there are darker speculations: mutiny, foul play, and piracy, though these seem inconsistent with the ship's unspoiled state and undisturbed cargo. Even supernatural explanations, ranging from sea monsters to curses, have found their place in popular imagination. The story of the Mary Celeste has firmly taken root in maritime folklore, inspiring works of literature, fascination in documentaries, and countless discussions about its mysterious voyage. To this day, the fate of its crew remains one of the most haunting unanswered questions of the open seas. As this ghostly tale lingers in our thoughts, we now set sail to a different set of mysteries, venturing across the vast Pacific to explore the incredible feats of the ancient Polynesian seafarers, navigators whose remarkable journeys redefined what was believed possible in maritime exploration. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we turn our focus to the ancient Polynesian seafarers, masters of the vast Pacific Ocean who achieved feats of navigation that continue to awe and inspire to this day. Long before the advent of modern navigational tools, these remarkable explorers used their profound knowledge of the stars, ocean currents, winds, and even subtle cues from the behavior of birds and fish to traverse immense distances across open water. Their voyages are believed to have started thousands of years ago, as they journeyed in sturdy double-hulled canoes, venturing into the unknown with an extraordinary blend of courage and skill. Over time, they charted and settled a vast network of islands, spanning from Hawaii in the north to New Zealand in the south, and as far as Easter Island to the east. These achievements in exploration transformed the Pacific into a thriving cultural and trade network, connecting distant communities through shared traditions and mutual exchanges. Myths and legends surround these voyages, often portraying the seafarers as guided by divine inspiration or supernatural visions. For instance, the story of Maui, a legendary figure in Polynesian mythology, tells of his role in fishing up entire islands from the depths of the ocean, a symbolic nod to the islands discovered and settled by these ancient navigators. Such stories, passed down through generations, serve not only as cultural markers but also as mnemonic devices that encapsulated intricate navigational knowledge. Archaeological evidence and oral histories reveal just how advanced and intentional these migrations were, with careful planning that involved provisioning for long journeys and an extraordinary sense of direction in uncharted waters. The ability of the Polynesians to find isolated specks of land in the vast expanse of the Pacific, guided solely by their observations and instincts, represents one of the greatest chapters in human exploration. Their legacy endures, celebrated as a testament to human ingenuity and the unyielding spirit of discovery. As we marvel at their unparalleled connection to the ocean, we now steer towards one of history's most chilling and tragic quests, the ill-fated Franklin expedition and its desperate search for the elusive Northwest Passage. Now turning to one of the most haunting episodes of maritime history, we delve into the tragic tale of the Franklin expedition. In the mid-19th century, Sir John Franklin set sail from England with two ships, the HMS Erebus and the HMS Terror, on an ambitious mission to discover the Northwest Passage, a sea route connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through the icy waters of the Arctic. This voyage was seen as a pinnacle of exploration, but it would soon become a chilling mystery that baffled the world for over a century and a half. The expedition, composed of 129 skilled sailors and extensively equipped with provisions meant to last several years, vanished without a trace after entering the Arctic. Despite numerous search missions, all that was found were fragmented clues, desperate messages, scattered personal belongings, and skeletal remains that told of unimaginable hardship. Inuit oral histories describe sightings of the doomed ships and unsettling stories of the crew succumbing to starvation and exposure, attempting to trek south on foot in a futile bid for survival. The cold, unforgiving Arctic became their graveyard, shrouding the fate of the Franklin expedition in eerie silence. For generations, the disappearance of the Erebus and Terror was one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of exploration. Then, in recent years, remarkable discoveries began to change the narrative. In 2014, underwater archaeologists located the remarkably well-preserved wreck of the HMS Erebus submerged in icy waters, followed by the discovery of the Terror 2 years later. These shipwrecks have yielded extraordinary insights into the final days of the expedition, offering clues about the challenges they faced and the decisions made as the Arctic ice sealed their fate. However, the story remains incomplete, as the skeletal remains of the crew and artifacts recovered raise as many questions as they answer. The Franklin expedition stands as a somber reminder of the perils of exploration and the relentless human spirit that drives us to seek the unknown no matter the cost. And as we leave behind the frozen mystery of the Arctic, we now journey into the fantastical realm of Middle Eastern folklore, where we meet the legendary Sinbad the sailor and embark on his magical and perilous sea adventures. As the next chapter of our journey unfolds, we set sail alongside Sinbad the sailor, the iconic mariner of Middle Eastern folklore whose tales have transcended centuries to inspire wonder and awe. Sinbad's adventures, as chronicled in the 1001 Nights, transport us to a world where the ocean is both a pathway to wonder and a realm of peril. These stories, rich with fantastical elements, speak to the spirit of ancient exploration, where bravery was tested against untamed waters and the unknown. Sinbad's voyages are a tapestry of encounters with mythical creatures like colossal sea serpents and monstrous birds, such as the legendary roc. These creatures symbolize the dangers that sailors of the time imagined hiding beneath the ocean's depths. Equally captivating are the magical islands described in Sinbad's tales, laden with treasures yet fraught with deadly traps, such as the treacherous Valley of Diamonds guarded by venomous snakes. These accounts reflect not only the sense of danger but also the allure of boundless opportunity and discovery that ancient seafarers must have felt. Beyond the sheer entertainment they provide, Sinbad's journeys mirror the real challenges faced by early explorers, from devastating storms to shipwrecks and encounters with mysterious lands and cultures. They also capture the era's deep respect for the unpredictability of the ocean, a force that could shift from a source of livelihood to unrelenting destruction in an instant. Sinbad's stories remind us of the resilience and ingenuity required to navigate such unpredictable waters, blending human determination with the wonder of the unknown. His trials and triumphs are a reflection of the timeless human drive to venture into uncharted territories, no matter the risks. As we anchor these tales in our minds, let us now steer into the turbulent waters of 16th century Europe, where the Spanish Armada's fleet faced nature's wrath and left behind an enduring legend of lost treasures and shattered ambitions. Now turning to the dramatic saga of the Spanish Armada, we revisit the year 1588, a time when Spain stood as one of the most powerful empires in the world. Commanded by King Philip II, the Armada was a formidable fleet of ships with a single, ambitious goal: to overthrow England's Queen Elizabeth I and restore Catholicism as the dominant faith in England. This grand mission quickly gained mythical status, not only for its sheer scale but also for the mysterious and tragic fate that befell the fleet. As the Armada closed in on England, nature unleashed its fury. A series of fierce storms swept across the waters, scattering the Spanish ships and dashing many of them against the rocky coasts of Ireland and Scotland. The once mighty fleet was left shattered, and its failure marked a turning point in European history. Despite the disaster, the legend of the Spanish Armada did not end with the storms. Tales of ships heavily laden with treasures meant to fund the conquest began circulating, sparking centuries of intrigue. These lost ships are said to have carried gold, silver, and valuable artifacts, treasures that remain hidden beneath the waves to this day. The lure of these submerged riches has inspired countless treasure hunters and maritime archaeologists to comb the waters where the Armada met its fate. Even now, wrecks associated with the fleet continue to be discovered, offering glimpses into this historic episode and fueling speculation about the untold wealth that might still lie buried beneath the ocean floor. Beyond the treasure itself, the Armada's defeat had a profound impact on the balance of power in Europe. It marked the decline of Spain's dominance and the rise of England as a major maritime power, setting the stage for centuries of exploration and colonization. The Spanish Armada's story is not just one of ambition and loss but also of enduring mystery and fascination. As the tides carry us forward, let us journey into another maritime enigma, one that haunts the seas with spectral sightings and centuries of superstition. Now turning to the legend of the Flying Dutchman, we delve into one of the most haunting tales to emerge from the maritime world. This ghostly vessel, shrouded in mystery, is said to be cursed to roam the oceans for eternity, never able to make port. The origins of the Flying Dutchman trace back to 17th century maritime folklore, when sailors often whispered of a phantom ship appearing during fierce storms, its spectral glow piercing through the darkness. The story gained prominence with accounts of a Dutch captain who, defying the fury of a storm and the will of his frightened crew, vowed to sail on no matter the consequences. Legend has it that his defiance angered the heavens, condemning him and his ship to an eternal voyage, forever adrift without solace. over the centuries, countless sailors have reported chilling sightings of a ghostly ship on the horizon, sometimes vanishing as suddenly as it appeared. These encounters, often regarded as omens of doom, have only deepened the lore surrounding the Flying Dutchman. The tale has transcended time, leaving a lasting imprint on popular culture. From operas like Wagner's The Flying Dutchman to novels, films, and even modern nautical legends, the story continues to inspire awe and trepidation. While skeptics dismiss the sightings as optical illusions caused by natural phenomena like a mirage known as the Fata Morgana, the mystery persists, keeping the legend alive through the ages. As we navigate away from the spectral waters of the Dutchman, we turn now to a tale of discovery and exploration that leads us to North America, where the bold ventures of a Norse explorer gave rise to one of history's most debated mysteries. Moving forward, we uncover the mystery of Vinland, a land shrouded in legend and exploration, said to have been discovered by the Norse explorer Leif Erikson. Around the turn of the 11th century, centuries before Christopher Columbus set sail, Erikson and his crew ventured westward from Greenland, guided by tales of a fertile land rich with resources. According to Norse sagas, they came upon a place they named Vinland, a name believed to describe its abundance of wild grapes or, alternatively, its lush pastures. This remarkable journey is often celebrated as the first known European expedition to the Americas, but questions about the exact location of Vinland have sparked debate for generations. Archaeological discoveries have lent credibility to these ancient accounts. The most compelling evidence lies in Newfoundland, Canada, where the remains of a Viking settlement known as Elance Orks Meadows were uncovered in the 1960s. Dating back to the era of Erikson, this site provides tangible proof that Norse explorers reached North America long before Columbus. Yet, the descriptions of Vinland in the sagas differ from the landscape of Newfoundland, leading to theories that Vinland might encompass other regions along the North American coast, such as parts of New England or even further south. The mystery persists as historians and archaeologists continue their quest to piece together the truth of Erikson's voyage. Regardless of its precise location, Vinland holds a pivotal place in the history of transatlantic exploration, representing a daring leap into the unknown that reshaped humanity's understanding of the world. As the tale of Vinland concludes, we now set our sights on the ancient coasts of India, where another legend of maritime discovery, the Mahabalipuram pagodas, awaits unraveling. Now turning to the ancient shores of India, we encounter the enigmatic legend of the Mahabalipuram pagodas. According to local lore, these were 7 magnificent temples built along the coast of Tamil Nadu, showcasing the architectural brilliance of the Pallava dynasty. It is said that 6 of these temples were swallowed by the sea long ago, leaving only the shore temple standing as a sentinel of this ancient splendor. This story has captured the imaginations of explorers and historians alike, sparking questions about the maritime prowess of ancient Indian civilizations. The legend intertwines with the rich history of Mahabalipuram, a thriving seaport during the Pallava era, where trade routes connected India to distant lands across Southeast Asia and beyond. Recent underwater archaeological investigations have added intriguing layers to this tale. In the early 2000s, diving teams off the coast of Mahabalipuram discovered submerged structures that appeared to align with the descriptions of the lost temples. These ruins, believed to date back over 1,000 years, hint at the possibility of a once grand complex now hidden beneath the waves. Geologists have also suggested that tsunamis and rising sea levels may have contributed to the submersion of these structures. The Mahabalipuram pagodas stand as a powerful symbol of the mysteries that lie beneath our oceans, urging us to uncover the forgotten chapters of history preserved in the depths. As we leave the sunken legends of India behind, we prepare to set sail into the story of Jean-François de Galaup, Comte de la Pérouse, whose ambitious exploration ended in an enduring mystery. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we delve into the enigmatic tale of Jean-François de Galaup, Comte de la Pérouse, a French naval officer whose name is etched into the annals of exploration and mystery. In the late 18th century, La Pérouse was tasked by King Louis XVI with an ambitious mission to circumnavigate the globe, chart uncharted waters, and establish French presence in distant territories. Setting sail in 1785 with two ships, the Astrolabe and the Boussole, his expedition promised to expand the boundaries of human knowledge. For 3 years, La Pérouse's journey was marked by remarkable achievements, including detailed maps of the Pacific, records of indigenous cultures, and scientific observations. However, in 1788, after departing from Botany Bay in Australia, the expedition vanished without a trace. As decades passed, theories about his fate ranged from devastating storms to clashes with islanders. Clues to this maritime mystery began emerging in the early 1800s when wreckage, believed to be from his ships, was found near the remote Solomon Islands. Further expeditions to Vanikoro Island uncovered anchors, cannons, and even human remains, pointing to a tragic end for La Pérouse and his crew. Yet questions persisted. Did all aboard perish immediately, or were there survivors who tried to subsist on these isolated shores? These discoveries sparked international intrigue and a determination to piece together the final chapter of La Pérouse's voyage. Archaeological efforts in recent years have continued to reveal artifacts that deepen our understanding of this ill-fated expedition, but much remains shrouded in mystery. The story of La Pérouse reminds us of the immense risks undertaken by explorers who ventured into the unknown, often at great personal cost. As we reflect on his legacy, we turn now to the tale of Oak Island, where whispers of hidden treasure and ancient secrets have captivated treasure hunters for centuries. Now turning to the legend of Oak Island, a small island off the coast of Nova Scotia that has become synonymous with mystery and treasure hunting. For over 200 years, Oak Island has captured the imagination of adventurers and historians alike, lured by whispers of a hidden treasure buried deep beneath its surface. The story begins in the late 18th century when 3 young men stumbled upon a curious depression in the ground. Fueled by rumors of buried riches, they began digging and uncovered what seemed to be a man-made shaft, complete with wooden platforms every 10 feet. This discovery ignited speculation that the island concealed a fortune left by pirates, such as the infamous Captain Kidd, or perhaps even treasures linked to the mysterious Knights Templar. Over the centuries, countless excavations have been conducted, and while tantalizing clues have been unearthed, such as fragments of chain, a mysterious stone inscribed with cryptic symbols, and even traces of precious metals, the so-called money pit has yet to yield its ultimate secret. What makes Oak Island's legend even more intriguing are the intricate traps reportedly built to thwart treasure seekers. Flood tunnels, engineered to fill the pit with seawater, have frustrated attempts to reach its depths, fueling claims that whatever lies below was deliberately designed to remain hidden. Some believe the treasure might not be gold or jewels at all, but something far greater, such as historical artifacts or ancient knowledge meant to be safeguarded. Theories have also linked Oak Island to legendary sea voyages, suggesting that explorers from distant lands might have buried their secrets here, ensuring their legacies endured. Despite modern technology and millions of dollars spent on exploration, the mystery remains unsolved, and the story of Oak Island continues to beckon a new generation of seekers. As we leave behind the allure of buried riches, we set our sights on the story of the Flor de la Mar, a treasure-laden Portuguese ship whose tragic fate has fueled centuries of maritime legend. Now turning to the story of the Flor de la Mar, we delve into one of the most extraordinary maritime tales of the Age of Exploration. This Portuguese ship, whose name translates to Flower of the Sea, was a symbol of Portugal's dominance in the Indian Ocean during the early 16th century. Built as a nau, a type of large cargo ship designed to withstand long voyages, The Flor de la Mar was launched in the early 1500s and quickly became a key vessel in establishing Portuguese trade routes and influence across Asia. However, her fame was ultimately sealed not by her voyages, but by her tragic fate and the treasure she is said to have carried. In 1511, the Flor de la Mar was commanded by Afonso de Albuquerque, a celebrated Portuguese admiral tasked with expanding Portugal's influence in the East. During a triumphant expedition to capture Malacca, a critical trade hub in modern-day Malaysia, the ship was loaded with an enormous treasure, gold, jewels, and priceless artifacts claimed from the Sultan of Malacca. Some accounts suggest this may have been one of the largest collections of wealth ever assembled aboard a single ship. With its cargo secured, Albuquerque began the journey home, but tragedy soon struck. As the Flor de la Mar sailed through the treacherous Strait of Malacca, a fierce storm erupted, and the ship, already fragile and overloaded, was unable to withstand the onslaught. Its hull cracked and it sank beneath the waves, taking its fabled treasure with it. What followed was centuries of fascination and speculation about the lost riches of the Flor de la Mar. Historical records confirm the shipwreck, but the exact location has never been pinpointed, leaving treasure hunters captivated by the prospect of recovering its legendary cargo. Some believe the wreck lies hidden in the murky depths of the strait, buried beneath layers of sediment and obscured by the region's powerful currents. Others theorize that parts of the treasure might have been salvaged by locals or washed ashore, their final resting places lost to time. Over the years, the Flor de la Mar has become a symbol of both the immense wealth and the perilous risks associated with Portugal's maritime empire. Adding to the mystique are the myths that surround the ship's sinking. Some tales suggest the ship was cursed due to the greed and violence that accompanied the conquest of Malacca. Others claim the treasure was so vast that it was deliberately hidden to keep it out of any single ruler's hands, ensuring it remained lost forever. Whatever the truth may be, the Flor de la Mar remains a tantalizing enigma, its story interwoven with the allure of untold riches and the dangers of the open sea. As we leave the stormy waters of the Strait of Malacca, our journey takes us further back in time to the intriguing legend of Prince Madoc, a Welsh voyager whose mysterious journey may have rewritten the history of transatlantic exploration. As the next phase of the journey unfolds, we turn to the legend of Prince Madoc, a tale that bridges the gap between myth and potential history. This Welsh prince, said to have lived in the 12th century, is believed by some to have embarked on an incredible voyage across the Atlantic, reaching the shores of America long before Columbus. According to lore, Madoc was the son of King Owain Gwynedd, one of the most powerful rulers in Welsh history. Following the king's death, a bitter struggle for the throne erupted among his heirs, prompting Madoc to seek escape from the turmoil. Rather than involving himself in the conflict, the story tells of Madoc gathering a fleet of ships and setting sail westward in search of a new land. The legend describes how Madoc and his companions discovered a fertile and unspoiled land across the ocean, where they are said to have built settlements before returning to Wales to bring more colonists. Some accounts even claim Madoc made a second voyage with additional settlers, vanishing into the unknown and leaving behind a tantalizing mystery. While no concrete evidence has ever surfaced to confirm the existence of these voyages, they have sparked intriguing theories over the centuries. Supporters of the legend point to supposed clues found in America, such as unusual stone carvings and inscriptions that some believe bear similarities to ancient Welsh writing. One of the most well-known theories involves the Mandan people, a Native American tribe whose distinct language and customs once led researchers to speculate a connection to Welsh settlers, though this idea has largely been dismissed by modern scholarship. The tale of Prince Madoc has faced its share of skepticism, with many historians viewing it as a romanticized story rather than a historical account. Some suggest that the legend emerged centuries later as a way for Wales to assert its own claim to the discovery of the New World. particularly during a time when European powers were racing to document and legitimize their explorations. Still, the enduring appeal of the story lies in its sense of adventure and the possibility that history may hold hidden chapters yet to be uncovered. Whether Madoc truly reached America or not, the legend invites us to dream of what might have been. As we close the chapter on this mysterious Welsh voyager, our compass now points toward the haunting enigma of the lost colony of Roanoke, a story that continues to baffle and inspire even today. Now turning to the enigma of the Roanoke colony, we encounter one of the most haunting mysteries of the late 16th century. Known as the Lost Colony, this was an English settlement established on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. In 1587, under the leadership of John White, this group of settlers sought to carve out a new life in the unknown lands of the New World. Yet, when White returned to the colony in 1590 after a delayed resupply mission, he found it completely deserted. Over 100 men, women, and children had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only cryptic clues to their fate. Among them was the word Croatoan carved into a wooden post and the letters Crow etched into a tree. These fragments sparked centuries of speculation, transforming the Roanoke colony into one of history's most puzzling disappearances. Theories about what happened to the settlers are as numerous as they are varied. Some suggest they integrated with nearby Native American tribes such as the Croatoan, adopting their customs and way of life. Others propose they were victims of famine, disease, or hostilities with indigenous peoples. A darker possibility hints at internal conflict or struggles within the colony that led to its downfall. Attempts to find archaeological evidence that might unlock the mystery have yielded fascinating but inconclusive results, including pottery fragments and European artifacts discovered in locations far from the original site, which may hint at their movement or survival efforts. This mystery intertwines deeply with the era of early sea exploration. The Roanoke settlers themselves were part of England's ambitious push to establish colonies, a venture fraught with peril and the unknown as ships braved uncharted waters and settlers faced an untamed wilderness. The disappearance of Roanoke became an enduring cautionary tale, a symbol of both the risks and the allure of venturing into unclaimed lands. Though the fate of the Roanoke settlers remains unresolved, their story continues to captivate, kindling imaginations with its blend of history, mystery, and exploration. As we leave behind the lost colony and its unanswered questions, we shift our focus to the treacherous world of piracy and the cursed legacy of the Whydah Gally, a legendary pirate ship whose wreckage reveals tales of greed, adventure, and doom. Now turning to the infamous tale of the Whydah Gally, we dive into the heart of piracy during the early 18th century, a time when the high seas were ruled by daring outlaws seeking fortune and infamy. The Whydah Gally, originally a slave ship, was captured by the notorious pirate Samuel Bellamy, often called Black Sam, in 1717. After converting it into his flagship, Bellamy used the ship to amass an incredible trove of stolen treasures, making it one of the most feared vessels of its time. However, the Whydah Gally's reign of terror was short-lived. Later that same year, the ship encountered a violent storm off the coast of Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and it sank, taking Bellamy and much of his crew with it. For centuries, the wreck of the Whydah Gally was cloaked in mystery, whispered about in tales of a cursed treasure lost beneath the waves. The ship's story took a dramatic turn in 1984 when underwater explorer Barry Clifford discovered the wreckage, identifying it as the Whydah through its cannons and valuable artifacts. This marked a groundbreaking moment in maritime archaeology, as the Whydah became the first authenticated pirate shipwreck ever recovered. The treasure salvaged from the wreck included gold coins, jewelry, and other riches, providing a vivid glimpse into the golden age of piracy. Yet, along with the allure of wealth came whispers of a curse surrounding the Whydah's treasure. Over the years, numerous anecdotes have emerged about misfortune befalling those who came into contact with the ship's recovered artifacts. These stories, though often brushed aside as superstition, add an eerie dimension to the legacy of the Whydah. Whether these tales of misfortune are rooted in coincidence or fact, one thing is certain: the Whydah story continues to capture the imagination of those fascinated by piracy and the unknown. Beyond the intrigue of a curse, the Whydah Gally offers unparalleled insights into pirate life. Artifacts recovered from the wreck reveal a snapshot of the era, from weapons and tools to personal items like buttons and clothing remnants, shedding light on the daily lives of those aboard. These findings challenge many stereotypes of pirates, showing them not just as lawless marauders but as men with their own form of order, codes, and camaraderie. The story of the Whydah Gally is a reminder of the high-stakes drama of piracy, its glory, its danger, and its inevitable downfall. As the waves of the past carry us away from the Whydah's tragic end, we now steer toward an even darker maritime legend: the myth of the Kraken, a monstrous sea creature that has haunted sailors' imaginations since ancient times. Now turning to the chilling legend of the Kraken, we journey into the realm of maritime folklore that has instilled fear and awe in sailors for centuries. Emerging from the depths of Scandinavian lore, the Kraken is described as a colossal sea creature with tentacles so massive they could drag entire ships beneath the waves. These tales, passed down through generations, often painted the Kraken as an almost mythical guardian of the seas, punishing those who ventured too far into its domain. For sailors of old, such accounts were not mere fiction but genuine warnings of the perils lurking in uncharted waters. The origins of the Kraken legend can be traced back to Norse sagas and writings from as early as the 13th century, where it was depicted as a beast of unimaginable size and power. Interestingly, many modern theories suggest that these stories may have been inspired by sightings of giant squids, real creatures that can reach lengths of over 40 feet. The rarity of such encounters, paired with the vastness of the ocean, likely fueled exaggerations and gave birth to the monstrous image of the Kraken. This blending of fact and fiction demonstrates how even the smallest truths can evolve into enduring myths. Beyond its terrifying reputation, the Kraken holds a symbolic place in the history of ancient sea voyages. For sailors navigating the unpredictable and often hostile waters of the North Atlantic, the Kraken became an embodiment of the ocean's untamed power. Its legend served as a cautionary tale, a reminder of nature's supremacy over human endeavors. Stories of the Kraken also influenced cartography, with early maps marking uncharted territories with phrases like "Here be monsters," underscoring the fear of the unknown that haunted explorers of the time. Even as science and exploration advanced, the myth of the Kraken persisted, evolving into a cultural icon that continues to captivate popular imagination. Whether as a nod to the mysterious depths of the ocean or as a representation of humanity's deepest fears of the unknown, the Kraken remains a potent symbol of the mysteries of the sea. As we leave behind the shadowy tentacles of this legendary beast, our next voyage takes us to an entirely different kind of mystery, the tale of a ghost ship believed to be stranded far from any ocean, hidden within California's desert sands. As the next chapter of our journey unfolds, we step away from the vast oceans and into the arid expanse of California's deserts, where a legend of maritime mystery defies all logic. The tale of the lost ship of the desert is one of the most peculiar stories to emerge from the annals of exploration. Imagine the bewilderment of travelers claiming to have stumbled upon the remnants of an ancient ship, far from any body of water, buried beneath the shifting sands. While the details of the story vary with each retelling, many versions trace its origins to the era of Spanish explorers venturing into the New World. One of the most popular accounts suggests that a Spanish galleon, laden with treasures plundered from the Americas, may have strayed into the Colorado River during the 16th century. At the time, the river flowed differently, intertwining with a vast inland sea known as Lake Cahuilla. Over time, as the lake dried up and the river's course shifted, it is believed that the ship became stranded in the desolate terrain, its treasures hidden away by the unforgiving sands. This theory, though debated, paints a vivid picture of how natural forces can reshape landscapes, leaving behind enigmatic clues to the past. Other versions of the legend speak of a Viking longboat, an unlikely presence in the desert, tying the mystery to far earlier explorations of the American continent. These variations add layers of intrigue, suggesting that the ship's origins could span vastly different periods and cultures. Regardless of its purported identity, the lost ship of the desert has become a magnet for treasure hunters, adventurers, and storytellers, each drawn by the hint of fortune and the allure of the unexplained. This legend thrives not only on the whispers of gold and jewels hidden beneath the desert sands, but also on the human fascination with places that seem to defy reason. The idea of a ship marooned in a landscape so devoid of water challenges our understanding of history and geography, making it a tantalizing puzzle for explorers and historians alike. To this day, many have set out in search of the lost ship, yet no definitive evidence has been uncovered, allowing the legend to endure as an unsolved mystery. As we step away from the parched dunes and their hidden secrets, our next voyage leads us back across the seas to a tale of epic maritime ambition, the storied voyages of the great Chinese admiral Zheng He. As the next phase of the journey unfolds, we cast our eyes eastward to the vast waters navigated by one of history's most remarkable explorers, the legendary Chinese admiral Zheng He. During the early 15th century, under the command of the Ming dynasty, Zheng He embarked on a series of voyages that would solidify his place in maritime history. With an armada that dwarfed anything the world had seen at the time, his fleet consisted of hundreds of ships, some said to be over 400 feet in length, carrying tens of thousands of crew members, including sailors, soldiers, and traders. These expeditions aimed to expand China's influence, establish trade networks, and demonstrate the grandeur of the Ming Empire to distant lands. Zheng He's voyages spanned the Indian Ocean, reaching as far as the coasts of East Africa, Arabia, and Southeast Asia. He brought back treasures from these lands, including exotic animals like giraffes, spices, precious gems, and rare woods, enriching the Chinese court and fostering a vibrant exchange of culture and goods. Yet, beyond the historical records, his journeys are shrouded in mystery. Some speculate that Zheng He may have ventured even farther than previously documented, possibly reaching the Americas decades before European explorers like Christopher Columbus. While this theory remains unproven, it underscores the sheer ambition and scope of his expeditions. Unlike the conquest-driven explorations of Europe, Zheng He's missions emphasized diplomacy and mutual exchange. He offered lavish gifts to foreign leaders, aiming to establish tributary relationships rather than seeking territorial domination. This approach reflected the Ming dynasty's vision of itself as the center of a vast and interconnected world. However, with the death of the emperor who supported these voyages, the expeditions ceased and China turned inward, allowing much of Zheng He's legacy to fade into obscurity. Despite this, his story endures as a testament to what was possible during an era when maritime exploration was fraught with challenges and uncertainties. The sight of his towering treasure ships in foreign harbors must have been awe-inspiring, a physical manifestation of an empire's power and ingenuity. Zheng He's voyages remain a symbol of peaceful exploration and cultural exchange, sparking curiosity about the full extent of his achievements and the mysteries that might still lie uncovered within his wake. With the ripples of his voyages still echoing through history, our journey now turns to a tale of submerged splendor, the enigmatic ruins of the sunken city of Baiae. Now turning to the next chapter, we descend beneath the crystal-clear waters of the Mediterranean to uncover the secrets of Baiae, often celebrated as the Las Vegas of the ancient world. Situated along the western coast of Italy, Baiae was a glittering retreat for the Roman elite, renowned for its opulent villas, thermal baths, and decadent lifestyle. During its height, it was a place where power and pleasure intertwined, frequented by emperors, senators, and wealthy citizens seeking leisure and luxury. The city was famous for its advanced engineering, including sophisticated aqueducts and geothermal heating systems for its baths. Lavish feasts, extravagant parties, and political intrigue were the hallmarks of Baiae's vibrant culture. It was in these gilded halls and gardens that decisions shaping the Roman Empire were said to have been made. Yet, despite its grandeur, Baiae was destined to meet a watery fate. Over centuries, the gradual rise of sea levels combined with volcanic activity caused much of the city to sink beneath the Bay of Naples. Today, its ruins lie submerged, preserved like a time capsule beneath the waves. Divers exploring the underwater remains have discovered mosaics, marble columns, and statues, offering a glimpse into the splendor of what once was. These relics provide invaluable insights into Roman architecture, art, and the lifestyle of its wealthiest citizens. The underwater city has become a historical treasure trove, not only for archaeologists but also for those captivated by the allure of ancient mysteries. The submerged ruins of Baiae hold stories of excess, ambition, and eventual decline, serving as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of human glory. It is a place where history and myth converge, and where every mosaic and artifact whispers tales of a world both distant and strangely familiar. With the legacy of Baiae shimmering beneath the waves, our exploration sails onward to another enigmatic legend, one found in the icy waters of the north, the mysterious journey of Pythias to the elusive land of Thule. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we venture into the uncharted waters of ancient exploration with Pythias, a Greek navigator and geographer from the 4th century before the birth of Christ. Pythias embarked on a daring voyage that would take him further north than any explorer of his time, seeking a land shrouded in mystery and wonder, a place he called Thule. His accounts, recorded in fragments by later scholars, describe an enigmatic land where the night stretched on endlessly during winter and the sun barely set in summer, captivating imaginations for centuries to come. As Pythias sailed through treacherous seas, navigating by the stars and a profound knowledge of the natural world, he claimed to have reached a land at the very edge of the known world. He described an environment that was alien yet mesmerizing, where the sea turned to something like jelly, a puzzling reference thought by some to describe sea ice. Pythias's writings also mentioned the unique lifestyles of the inhabitants he encountered, who thrived in harmony with their harsh, frozen surroundings. These extraordinary details painted a vivid picture of a land beyond comprehension, igniting curiosity and debate among ancient scholars. Thule's exact location, however, remains a mystery. Some believe it to be Iceland, with its dramatic volcanic landscapes and icy waters. Others suggest the Shetland Islands, the Faroe Islands, or even Norway, all places that fit elements of Pythias's descriptions. The ambiguity of his accounts has left historians and explorers alike wondering whether Thule was a real place or a blend of observation and imagination, a reflection of both the natural world and the human desire to find the edges of existence. Despite the uncertainty, Pythias's journey had a profound impact on ancient and even modern exploration. His descriptions of the northern regions introduced Mediterranean civilizations to the concept of vastly different climates, lengthening days and nights, and the phenomenon of the Arctic Circle. By daring to go where no one else had been, Pythias expanded the boundaries of what was known at the time, merging science and myth into a legacy that continues to inspire. As we reflect on Pythias's voyage, one cannot help but marvel at the courage and curiosity it must have taken to journey into the unknown. From his tales of Thule, the legend of a mysterious land on the northern horizon was born, a place both real and mythical, beckoning adventurers for generations. And now, as the stories of Thule fade into the icy mist, we move forward to another tale of maritime mystery, this time tied to the legendary Dutch East India Company and the curses said to follow its ill-fated shipwrecks. As the sun rises on the next chapter, we delve into the captivating tale of the Dutch East India Company, once one of the most powerful trading entities in history. In the 17th and 18th centuries, its ships ruled the seas, carrying spices, silk, and other treasures between Europe and Asia. Yet, beneath the sheen of its immense wealth lies a darker narrative, a legacy of shipwrecks shrouded in mystery and curses that have fascinated and haunted maritime lore for centuries. The Dutch East India Company, known for its vast fleet and pioneering trade routes, sent countless ships across treacherous oceans. Many of these voyages ended disastrously, with vessels claimed by violent storms, uncharted reefs, or mysterious circumstances. Among these ill-fated ships, legends of curses began to emerge, suggesting that the immense riches they carried were protected by otherworldly forces, dooming those who sought to recover them. Scattered across the ocean floor, these wrecks became both the graves of dreams and the sources of enduring mysteries. Take, for instance, the wreck of the Batavia in 1629. This ship, bound for Indonesia and laden with riches, met its tragic fate on a reef off the western coast of Australia. Survivors managed to reach a nearby island, but what followed was a nightmare of mutiny, murder, and betrayal, leaving an eerie stain on the ship's already ill-fated story. Some believe the ship's treasures are cursed, warning modern treasure hunters to tread carefully. Another infamous case is the Harlem, which sank near Table Bay in 1647. Although its crew survived and established a temporary settlement that would lay the foundation for the city of Cape Town, rumors persisted of treasure lost to the depths and cursed relics lingering near the wreck site. Each discovery of Dutch East India Company shipwrecks brings whispers of supernatural forces guarding their secrets, further fanning the flames of myth and intrigue. Modern underwater archaeologists have brought some of these legends to life, uncovering wrecks laden with cannons, ceramics, and coins, but the mystery remains. Could the tales of curses be a reflection of the immense risks sailors faced, or is there truly something otherworldly tied to these lost treasures? What is clear is that these shipwrecks represent more than just the material wealth of an empire. They embody the triumphs and tragedies of an era of exploration that pushed humanity to its limits. From the murky depths of the ocean to the pages of history, the Dutch East India Company's shipwrecks continue to stir the imagination. These tales of riches, ruin, and curses remind us of the fragility of human ambition in the face of nature's power and the unknown forces that may lie in wait. And with this, we prepare to set sail once more, this time in search of a legendary city of gold tied to the mysterious disappearance of explorer Percy Fawcett and his quest for the fabled city of Z. Now turning to the mysterious disappearance of Percy Fawcett, we navigate into one of the most perplexing tales of exploration tied to the legendary city of Z. Percy Fawcett, a British explorer with an insatiable curiosity for the unknown, embarked on a journey in the early 20th century that would etch his name into the annals of exploration lore. His legend begins with his firm belief in the existence of an ancient, advanced city hidden deep within the Amazon rainforest, a place he called the City of Z, which many believed to be a lost civilization brimming with untold riches and knowledge. Fawcett's quest for the City of Z was not a mere flight of fancy. As a meticulous cartographer and archaeologist, he gathered clues from ancient maps, indigenous legends, and mysterious artifacts that hinted at the existence of a sophisticated society that may have flourished in the Amazon long before European colonization. His fascination with the city was further fueled by tales of El Dorado, the mythical land of gold, inspiring him to link these stories to the ruins he hoped to uncover. Some historians even suggest that Fawcett believed the City of Z might hold secrets to the origins of human civilization, elevating his quest beyond a simple search for treasure. In 1925, Percy Fawcett, his son Jack, and a small team ventured into the uncharted Amazonian jungle, armed with little more than their resolve and the belief that their destiny lay ahead. This would be Fawcett's final expedition. The group was last seen trekking into the dense rainforest, never to be heard from again. Speculation about their fate ranges from attacks by hostile tribes to deadly encounters with the harsh natural elements of the Amazon. Others suggest they simply became lost, succumbing to starvation or disease, while some fringe theories propose that Fawcett found the city of Z and chose to remain there, abandoning the modern world entirely. Fawcett's ties to ancient sea trade routes deepen the intrigue surrounding his story. His studies included the possibility that the city of Z was connected to early maritime civilizations that may have sailed to the Americas long before Columbus. He theorized that these ancient seafarers could have influenced the development of advanced societies in the Amazon, leaving behind a legacy hidden beneath the jungle canopy. While mainstream historians remain skeptical of such claims, the possibility of connections between ancient sea voyages and lost civilizations keeps the mystery alive. Modern adventurers and archaeologists have followed in Fawcett's footsteps, some driven by the same dream of uncovering the city of Z. The discovery of vast ancient earthworks known as geoglyphs and evidence of complex agricultural systems in the Amazon lends some credence to the idea that advanced societies once thrived there. Yet, no definitive evidence of Fawcett's fabled city has been found, leaving his story suspended between historical investigation and mythical allure. The tale of Percy Fawcett reminds us of humanity's boundless curiosity and the lengths to which explorers will go in their pursuit of the unknown. His fateful journey into the heart of the Amazon remains one of the most captivating exploration mysteries of all time. As we ponder what became of him and his crew, we are drawn deeper into the legends of lost cities, forgotten civilizations, and the secrets of the natural world. Moving forward, we set our sights on another enigmatic tale, rich with myth and mystery, as we delve into the Irish legend of Hy-Brasil, an island said to appear and vanish like a dream on the horizon. Moving forward, we venture into the enigmatic waters of Irish folklore to uncover the legend of Hy-Brasil, a mystical island said to appear and vanish like a fleeting mirage. According to centuries-old tales, Hy-Brasil could only be seen once every 7 years, and even then, it eluded all but the most fortunate or determined seafarers. This phantom island, shrouded in mist and mystery, has captivated imaginations for generations, earning a place among the most enduring legends of the sea. Its name, derived from Old Irish, loosely translates to High King or Noble Island, hinting at its supposed grandeur and significance. The legend of Hy-Brasil gained traction during the Age of Exploration, when maps of the world were still being charted and speculative cartography often blurred the lines between reality and myth. Remarkably, Hy-Brasil appeared on several early maps, including ones from the 14th and 15th centuries, placed off the western coast of Ireland in the Atlantic Ocean. These maps depicted it as a near-perfect circular landmass, sometimes divided by a central river. For centuries, its inclusion on maps fueled the belief in its existence, inspiring explorers and adventurers to seek it out. Among those who sought Hy-Brasil were sailors driven by the promise of untold riches and knowledge. Some stories describe the island as a utopian paradise, home to an advanced civilization possessing great wisdom and unimaginable wealth, a place where everything was abundant and the constraints of the mortal world seemed to dissolve. Others painted it as a mystical realm, accessible only to the pure of heart or those deemed worthy. These accounts, though varied, consistently portrayed Hy-Brasil as a place of wonder, heightening the allure of its legend. One of the most intriguing aspects of Hy-Brasil is its connection to the broader myth of disappearing lands. It shares thematic parallels with other elusive places, such as Atlantis or the city of Z, suggesting a universal human fascination with the idea of hidden worlds lying just beyond our reach. Whether these tales were born from misinterpreted natural phenomena, mistranslations of ancient texts, or pure imagination, they reflect a collective yearning to believe in the extraordinary. Some skeptics argue that the legend of Hy-Brasil may have been inspired by optical illusions caused by atmospheric conditions, such as the phenomenon known as mirages or fata morgana, where light bends over the horizon, creating the illusion of land where there is none. Others propose that the island may have been a misidentified landmass, possibly an actual island submerged by rising sea levels over time. These theories, however, have not dampened the curiosity of those who continue to search for Hy-Brasil's secrets. Even in the modern era, the legend of Hy-Brasil endures. While advancements in navigation and satellite imagery have debunked the existence of many mythical places, Hy-Brasil remains a symbol of mystery and the unquenchable human desire to explore the unknown. Its story invites us to imagine what might still be hidden, waiting to be discovered just beyond the edge of certainty. As we leave the spectral shores of Hy-Brasil behind, our journey takes us further into the depths of maritime lore. Up next, we navigate towards the sunken wealth of the San Jose, a Spanish galleon lost to the sea but never to history, as its treasure fuels tales of ambition, tragedy, and the relentless pursuit of fortune. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we set our course toward the glittering yet tragic tale of the San Jose, a Spanish galleon whose story is as much about its downfall as it is about the dazzling treasure it carried. Known as one of the richest shipwrecks in history, the San Jose was laden with a staggering fortune in gold, silver, and emeralds when it met its watery fate in the year 1708. This immense wealth, destined to fuel the Spanish war chest during the War of Spanish Succession, was instead claimed by the depths of the Caribbean Sea, turning what was meant to be a symbol of imperial power into a legend of loss and mystery. The San Jose embarked on its final voyage from Panama, heading toward Cartagena, Colombia, under heavy guard. The Spanish crown was well aware of the galleon's immense value, as were Britain's naval forces who sought to intercept it. This pursuit culminated in a ferocious naval battle off the coast of Cartagena, where the San Jose was struck and exploded in a fiery spectacle before plunging into the sea. By some accounts, the ship went down so quickly that few, if any, of its crew survived, leaving the treasure and the wreck cloaked in both tragedy and secrecy. For over 3 centuries, the San Jose lay hidden beneath the waves, its exact location remaining one of maritime history's greatest enigmas until a monumental discovery in 2015 finally shed light on its resting place. Found near the Colombian coast, the wreck was heralded as a historical and cultural treasure. Yet, this discovery only deepened the intrigue, sparking international debates over who has the rightful claim to its wealth. Colombia, Spain, and even indigenous groups from the Americas have presented competing arguments, citing historical, legal, and moral grounds to support their claims. As of today, the debate continues, turning the San Jose into a symbol not just of lost riches but of the complex legacies of colonialism and global history. Beyond the legal and political battles lies another layer of fascination surrounding the wreck itself. The conditions of the site remain largely unexplored, creating speculation about the treasure's current state. Has it remained largely intact, preserved by the cold, dark waters of the deep? Or have time and the ocean's relentless forces reduced it to scattered remnants of its golden past? These unanswered questions continue to draw treasure hunters, historians, and adventurers alike, all eager to unveil the secrets locked within the San Jose's sunken hull. What makes the story of the San Jose so compelling is not just the unimaginable wealth it carried, but the enduring allure of shipwrecks in our collective imagination. Each discovery of a wreck reminds us of the fragile balance between human ambition and the untamed forces of nature. the San Jose's tale, filled with ambition, catastrophe, and enduring mystery, serves as a poignant reminder of how the sea keeps its own history, far removed from the pages of human records. As we navigate away from the glimmering echoes of the San Jose's tragic voyage, we set our sights on another realm of maritime wonder. Coming up, we dive into the submerged ruins of an ancient Roman city, a place where the grandeur of empire meets the unyielding rise of the sea. Stay with us as we uncover the enigma of the bayy sunken city. Now turning to the icy waters of the Arctic, we revisit the haunting saga of the Franklin expedition, a doomed mission shrouded in freezing mystery and human perseverance. This mid-19th century venture aimed to chart the elusive Northwest Passage, a sea route long sought by explorers as a pathway connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Led by Sir John Franklin, two robust ships, the HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, set sail with 129 men in search of glory and discovery. Tragically, they were never seen again, leaving only fragments of their story for future generations to piece together. In the years following their disappearance, the Franklin expedition captured the collective imagination of explorers, historians, and even poets, becoming a symbol of human ambition tested against the merciless forces of nature. The vast, white expanse of the Arctic became both a grave and a guardian of secrets, holding the final moments of these men in chilling silence. Inuit oral histories, however, began to provide critical clues. Passed down through generations, these accounts revealed sightings of foreign men struggling against the ice, their ships frozen into deadly prisons, and their desperate attempts to survive on barren, icy landscapes. These stories painted a haunting picture of human resilience and despair, offering a glimpse into the final days of the expedition. Recent discoveries have breathed new life into this age-old mystery. Underwater archaeological efforts have led to the astounding finds of both ships, the HMS Erebus in 2014 and the HMS Terror in 2016, perfectly preserved in the frigid waters near King William Island. These wrecks have become time capsules of the Victorian era, with artifacts ranging from beautifully preserved dishes to personal belongings that speak volumes about the men who once sailed aboard. Researchers have even uncovered evidence hinting at the crew's fate, from patterns of starvation and scurvy to speculation about the tragic lengths taken to survive. Beyond the scientific revelations, the Franklin expedition embodies the broader narrative of human exploration. The courage to venture into the unknown, the tragic cost when nature asserts its dominance, and the enduring quest to understand the past. The cultural impact of this harrowing tale extends far beyond its historical moment, inspiring countless works of literature, art, and even television, as it continues to spark debates and discoveries in equal measure. As the mystery of the Franklin expedition unfolds, we find ourselves drawn deeper into the icy labyrinth of history, one clue at a time. From the frozen north, our journey now takes us across the seas once more to a tale of mythical intrigue and untamed imagination. Stay with us as we embark on the legendary voyage of Jason and the Argonauts in pursuit of the Golden Fleece, an ancient story that bridges myth and the enduring human spirit of adventure. As the next chapter of our journey comes into view, we step into the vibrant world of ancient Greece, where the line between myth and reality often blurs into timeless tales of adventure. Among these stories, few are as captivating as the saga of Jason and the Argonauts, a legendary voyage that unfolds in pursuit of the elusive Golden Fleece. Recounted through the ages, this tale is not merely a work of mythological imagination, but also a reflection of the seafaring spirit that defined human exploration in the ancient world. Jason, the rightful heir to the throne of Iolcus, embarks on this daring quest to claim his heritage, assembling a crew of the finest heroes of the era, including Hercules, Orpheus, and Atalanta. Together, aboard the famed ship Argo, they set sail into uncharted waters, braving perils that defied mortal comprehension. From clashing rocks to treacherous sirens and fire-breathing bulls, their journey is one of both external challenges and inner resolve, emblematic of the human condition when faced with the unknown. The Golden Fleece itself, draped on a sacred oak tree and guarded by a fierce dragon, symbolizes more than just a prize. It represents ambition, destiny, and the transformative power of perseverance. While the voyage of the Argonauts is undoubtedly a myth, it draws upon the real-world challenges of ancient seafaring, offering glimpses into the skills and courage required to navigate the Mediterranean and beyond. The Argo, said to be blessed with divine guidance, mirrors the ingenuity of early shipbuilding and the dependence on forces beyond human control, such as favorable winds and clear skies. The dangers faced by the crew echo the very real fears of ancient mariners as they ventured into waters filled with uncertainty and danger. Over the centuries, the tale of Jason and the Argonauts has left a profound mark on the stories of exploration and adventure that followed. Its themes of collaboration, bravery, and sacrifice have resonated through literature, inspiring countless epic quests and heroic narratives. It serves as a timeless reminder that while the journey toward a goal is fraught with challenges, it is often those very challenges that define the worth of the pursuit. As we navigate back from the world of myth to history's vast oceanic mysteries, we set our sights on yet another captivating story. Prepare to uncover the secrets of Hy-Brasil, a legendary island shrouded in Irish folklore, said to appear only once every 7 years. Stay with us as the waves of legend carry us toward this phantom land. As the sun rises on the next chapter of our exploration, we navigate back to one of the most enigmatic regions of the world's oceans, the Bermuda Triangle. This infamous stretch of water, roughly bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has captivated imaginations for generations with tales of unexplained vanishings and maritime mysteries. Known as the Devil's Triangle by some, it has earned a reputation as a place where ships, planes, and entire crews have disappeared without a trace. Among the most well-documented incidents is the case of Flight 19, a squadron of 5 military planes that vanished during a routine training mission in 1945. Despite extensive search efforts, no definitive evidence was ever found, leaving investigators puzzled and fueling speculation. Another legendary story involves the USS Cyclops, a massive naval ship carrying over 300 crew members, which vanished in 1918 without even a distress call. Such incidents have given rise to countless theories attempting to explain the triangle's mysteries. Some suggest natural phenomena such as powerful underwater currents, magnetic anomalies disrupting navigation, or sudden rogue waves capable of swallowing vessels in an instant. Others propose the human element, errors in judgment or equipment failure exacerbated by the volatile weather patterns common in the area. However, more imaginative theories delve into science fiction, hinting at portals to other dimensions, time warps, or even extraterrestrial activity. Regardless of the explanation, the Bermuda Triangle continues to fascinate, not for its statistics, as modern studies show it is no more dangerous than other heavily traveled regions, but because it embodies our universal fear of the unknown. It reminds us of the vastness of the seas and how, even in our age of technology, parts of our world remain shrouded in mystery. This enduring blend of fact, folklore, and fear makes the Bermuda Triangle one of the most compelling chapters in maritime legend. As we prepare to leave its perplexing waters, let us not forget how stories like these inspire our sense of wonder and curiosity about the uncharted corners of our planet. Moving forward, we delve even deeper into the mysteries of this captivating region, examining the most intriguing theories that attempt to shed light on this age-old riddle. As we delve deeper into the mystique of the Bermuda Triangle, the theories that attempt to unravel its mysteries paint a fascinating picture of possibility and speculation. One of the most prominent explanations revolves around magnetic anomalies. In some regions of the triangle, it is reported that compasses behave erratically, pointing toward true north instead of magnetic north, an occurrence that could easily confuse navigators. This phenomenon, while rare, has sparked discussions about whether unique geological features beneath the sea might create disturbances in the Earth's magnetic field. Another compelling theory involves the sudden emergence of rogue waves. These massive, unpredictable walls of water, sometimes towering over 90 feet, could easily engulf even the sturdiest vessels without warning. Rogue waves have been scientifically observed and documented in other parts of the ocean, and their potential presence in the triangle offers a plausible natural explanation for many maritime disappearances. Adding to the mystery are the volatile weather patterns in the region, where tropical storms and hurricanes frequently originate. Such conditions could quickly turn a routine journey into a fight for survival, overwhelming ships and planes that are unprepared for the sudden fury of nature. However, beyond the realm of science lies a spectrum of imaginative theories that have captured the public's fascination. Some propose the existence of underwater crystal pyramids or remnants of the lost city of Atlantis, speculating that these ancient, mysterious structures might emit energies capable of disrupting navigation and communication systems. Others suggest the triangle could be a portal to another dimension or even a time warp, where those who vanish are transported to an entirely different reality. Extraterrestrial activity is another popular idea, with some believing that UFOs could be responsible for the unexplained disappearances, abducting ships and aircraft to study human life. While these theories may venture far into the realm of speculation, they highlight humanity's insatiable curiosity and our desire to explain the unexplainable. What makes the Bermuda Triangle so enduring in exploration lore is precisely this intersection of fact and fantasy. It is a symbol of the mysteries that persist in the age of satellites and global positioning systems, reminding us that the world still holds secrets yet to be uncovered. As we steer away from this enigmatic area, we carry with us the timeless allure of its legends and the questions it raises about the boundaries of human understanding. Moving onward, our journey takes us to yet another tale of adventure and mystique, revealing just how far humanity has gone to uncover the secrets of the seas. As we reflect on these 30 captivating legends of ancient sea voyages and lost explorers, one theme becomes abundantly clear: the ocean remains one of humanity's greatest enigmas. From the haunting whispers of ghost ships like the Flying Dutchman to the daring expeditions of Franklin and Zheng He, these stories remind us of the courage, curiosity, and wonder that have driven explorers to venture into the unknown. The sea, with its boundless horizons and hidden depths, has always been a source of inspiration and awe, challenging our understanding of the natural world while igniting our imaginations with tales of the extraordinary. Even in an age of advanced technology and global connectivity, these mysteries endure, offering a humbling reminder that the Earth still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. Which of these legends resonated with you the most? Do you have a favorite sea mystery or tale of exploration that inspires your sense of wonder? Let us know in the comments below, as we'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this journey through the echoes of maritime history, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow adventurers, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating sagas and enigmas from across the world. Together, let us continue exploring the mysteries that make our world endlessly captivating.